If you have to drop, please notify one of the aid station captains, otherwise we'll have to spend the night looking for you. If any of the aid station captains or the race directors think you're unable to continue, we reserve the right to pull you from the race. I'm John SALMONSON. I'm the president and founder of HURT, Hawaiian Ultra Running Team, founded in the early 80s in Hawaii. I don't know, we think we're pretty special. We like Hawaii, we like our family. Our club is nonprofit. Our mission statement is no profit, no assholes, and we try to keep everything friendly and cheap. It's 5 20-mile loops with 3 major hills on each loop, and the loop course is what really makes it hard. That and the technical nature of the trails is, it's hard to do the same loop over and over again.
Yeah. My name's Jeff Browning, and I live in Bend, Oregon. Graphic designer and trail runner. I've run HURT. I haven't run HURT before. It's been on my bucket list though. Since I shared the trails in 2002, Western States training runs with Jeff Huff. So it's been on my list for a long time. My best advice for someone running their first 100-miler, relentless forward progress, and beware of the chair, and make sure you get enough at every aid station. I mean, that and your mental attitude. Mental attitude, like just you can't say, oh, I think I'm gonna finish. You have to say, I'm gonna finish this thing. You gotta get it in your head that you're gonna finish, and if you don't do that, it's gonna get tough out there, and that and not going out too fast. Like, be patient. Patience pays off in this distance, for sure. I'd like to thank my wife and kids for letting me take the time to take time away from family time to train my rear off. They definitely have a lot of patience and give me a long leash.
My name is DEYSI. I'm from North Hollywood, California, and I'm a sales rep at a window covering company. Started running to lose weight. I dropped 50 pounds through running, and that's what got me into running, and now it's just a passion. I heard from her through a race director in California. She put a post saying, this is the hardest race I've ever done in my life. Knowing that she's a really great runner, I thought, hey, I want to do that. I work full-time job. I work 50 hours a week. My Monday through Friday training, it's lunch hours, which is 7 miles and an hour lunch. And my long train runs are get up at 2, start running at 3, get back home at 10. By the time my kids get up, breakfast is ready. And that's how I get my 30 miles on the weekend. I do that on a Saturday, and I do that on a Sunday, twice a month. My advice would be dream big. You can do lots of what makes you happy. Find something that you love and do lots of it. I want to thank my family and all my friends back in California, because financially and emotionally and all their support, that's the only reason why I'm here today. If it wasn't for all of them, I wouldn't be able to be here today running this race. So I owe it to them, and I'm going to take this buckle back home to show it to them so we can celebrate.
I'm Drew LICHTENSTEIN. I'm a lieutenant in the Navy. I'm a submariner stationed out here in Pearl Harbor. I've been running ultras for about a year. I got into it last year. I was volunteering at HURT, and I ended up having to pace someone on the fly, and that's the first time I was ever on the course. The training for this course, you really have to just get out on the course. It's so technical, and the roots and the rocks and the elevation. The best way to do it is just get out on the trail. So a new piece of gear that I'll be using for the HURT 100 this year is it's a new brand called Wampus. My friend made me a prototype. It's called the Wampus Pack. It has these pockets that go back into the back, and then they're bungeed on, so you can just pull them out. Easy access stuff, and it goes right back to the back. So he made me a special one just for this race. The one thing I think I have an advantage as a submariner is, we're used to sleep deprivation and working on, little hours of sleep and having to actually function. So I think that's one thing that'll help me.
All day, Ken Michael, running the HURT 100 for my 7th year in a row. Woohoo! So yeah, my goal is to finish. Really, it's going to be the big one. My best time on this course is 35:44. I'm dreaming 30, but let's see, how the day pans out tomorrow. I was a big heavy smoker for most of my life. I was like 2.5 packs a day, actually. It was pretty crazy. Big total junkie. When I quit smoking, I started eating just like out of control, gained a ton of weight, and I heard running was the best way to take it off. So it was, I just started running. I discovered I had a gift for running like long and slow, and boom, here I am. Well, I'm really fortunate actually. I'm crazy to think I'm more of a mid-pack runner, but I'm sponsored by a Hoka 1-1, you know, best shoes, and we'll be wearing the Challengers out on the course tomorrow. Sundog eyewear, and I'm sponsored by Carb Boom Energy Gels, Drymax socks, who's a sponsor of the run today, and Victory Sport Design as well, the drop bags. So yeah, we'll be using the Victory bags out there definitely too.
DEYSI, OSEGUEDA.
The first loop went fairly well, but it was a little too slow. I tried to make it up on the second loop, which was a big mistake, and by 3, I was done. Fatigue totally took over. I was having a lot of breathing issues. I couldn't go over a mile an hour. It took me actually 6 hours to go from Paradise to Nu'uanu, which is like a 5-mile leg, so it was ugly. The first year I ran this thing, I didn't have a chance of like finishing at all. I finished the 100K with 10 minutes to spare, and it was the most enriching, positive experience of my life, and I grew from it. As long as they'll keep having me, I will be back here every year, and if they won't have me, I'll still be back, volunteering or being a part. This community is so incredible.